Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is an absolutely crazy day to be a fan of this show, honestly. I'm still trying to process what just happened on our screens, so grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's just dive right into all this madness together. And I have to say, I did not see this coming. I really didn't. You guys know I've been following this whole Forrester versus Logan war for weeks now. We have been watching Steffy Forrester just completely lose her mind trying to figure out what is going on over at Katie's new fashion house. Last week, we literally saw Steffy barging into Katie's office, trying to peek at the new designs, demanding to know the identity of this mystery designer, which of course we all know is Deke Sharp, but Steffy is totally in the dark. And Katie just shut her down. Katie completely stonewalled her. So Steffy has been hitting a total dead end. She is sitting in the CEO office at Forrester Creations, staring at the walls, realizing that she is actually losing. She is losing the PR war, she is losing the momentum, and she has no idea how to stop the Logans. But then, the door opens. And I literally gasped out loud. I dropped my phone, because it wasn't Ridge walking in to complain. It wasn't Finn coming in for a midday makeout session. It was Quinn Fuller. Quinn Fuller is back. She's actually back. I cannot even believe I'm typing this right now. But Quinn is standing right there in the CEO office, looking absolutely incredible and looking like she's ready to burn the whole city down. What were the writers thinking? Actually, no, this is brilliant. This is exactly the kind of chaotic energy this show needed right now, because things were getting a little bit too predictable with the whole Hope and Deke secret. So let's talk about how this went down because it was so intense. Steffy is sitting there, totally stressed out, bickering with herself about how she can't find out who Logan's designer is. And Quinn just walks in. No appointment. No knocking. Just classic Quinn behavior. Steffy looks up, and you can see the absolute shock and disgust on her face. Because let's be real, Steffy and Quinn have a terrible history. They hate each other. Steffy has never trusted Quinn, not when she was married to Eric, not ever. But Quinn doesn't even blink. She just walks right up to the desk and drops a massive bomb. Quinn says she has been watching this whole war from afar. She has been keeping tabs on everything happening in Los Angeles. And she is disgusted. She tells Steffy that she cannot just stand by and watch Eric Forster's empire get taken over by a bunch of Logans. Which is so funny to me because Quinn talking about protecting Eric's legacy is just, wow. But she did love Eric. In her own twisted, crazy way, Quinn always deeply respected Eric and his company. And she absolutely hates the Logans. She hates Brooke with a burning passion. And she is not going to let Brooke and Katie just waltz in and steal the spotlight from Forrester Creations. And then Quinn makes her pitch. And this is where I started yelling at my screen. Quinn tells Steffy that she knows all about Bill Spencer's plan. She somehow knows that Bill is doubling down on this massive blue diamond plot to launch Hope's new line. Bill wants to use that diamond to blindside Forrester and make the Logan launch the biggest thing in fashion history. So Quinn looks Steffy dead in the eye and proposes a shock deal. She wants to create a one-of-a-kind, exclusive, high-end jewelry line for Forrester Creations to counter Bill's diamond. She wants to go head-to-head with Bill Spencer. Just think about that for a second. Quinn versus Bill. The history there's so messy and so dark. And now she wants to use her jewelry to completely overshadow whatever Bill is planning with that hope for the future diamond. Quinn says her designs will be so spectacular, so breathtaking, that the press won't even care about Bill's stupid blue rock. Steffy is just sitting there, completely frozen. You can see the wheels turning in her head. On one hand, she despises Quinn. She knows Quinn is dangerous, manipulative, and completely unpredictable. Steffy even says it. She brings up all the past drama, all the times Quinn tried to ruin their lives. Steffy is like, why would I ever trust you? Why would I let you back into this building? But Quinn is so smooth. She just smiles that wicked little smile and says, because you're losing, Steffy. You are losing to Brooke Logan, and you know it. Ouch. That was a low blow, but it was so true. Steffy is desperate. And you guys know what they say about desperate times. They call for desperate measures. Steffy knows that Thomas and Zinn totally failed to deliver for Hope's old line. She knows that whatever Katie and this mystery designer are cooking up is going to be huge. And she has nothing to fight back with. Nothing that can compete with a massive Spencer-backed diamond launch. Except maybe Quinn Fuller. So Steffy takes a breath, and you can see the exact moment she decides to make a deal with the devil. Steffy agrees. She shakes Quinn's hand. They are teaming up. Steffy and Quinn are officially forming an alliance to save Forrester Creations and destroy the Logans. I honestly got chills. This is such a wild shift in the power dynamic. Steffy is putting aside years of hatred because her hatred for the Logans is just a little bit stronger right now. And maybe I'm being too harsh on Steffy. Maybe she's just being a smart CEO. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. She needs a win, and Quinn is handing her a weapon. But wait, it gets better, because word travels fast in this town, and the news of Quinn's return makes its way over to the Logan camp. Let's talk about Brooke and Katie for a second. For the last few weeks, they have been so smug. They have been riding high. Katie is rushing this launch with Hope and Deke. Bill is throwing his money around, and Brooke is just gloating about how her daughter is going to be the next big thing. They thought they had Forrester backed into a corner. They thought Steffy was completely neutralized. And then they hear the name Quinn Fuller. The panic. The absolute, unadulterated panic on Brooke's face. It was priceless. Brooke knows exactly what Quinn is capable of. Brooke and Quinn have had some of the most brutal, physical, insane fights in the history of this show. Quinn has pushed people off cliffs. She has kidnapped people. She is ruthless. And now she is back. And she's backed by Steffy Forrester's money and power. Brooke starts freaking out. She runs to Katie and tells her that this is a disaster. She says Quinn is going to launch a brutal counterattack, and they need to be ready. Katie looks terrified too, because Katie knows that Quinn doesn't play by the rules of business. Quinn plays dirty. If Quinn wants to destroy the Logan launch, she won't just design pretty necklaces. She will sabotage them. She will leak things to the press. She will do whatever it takes. And what about Bill? Oh my gosh, Bill Spencer is going to lose his mind. Bill has been so focused on this blue diamond. He even brought Wyatt back to town to help find the real gem. Wait, stop everything. Wyatt. Wyatt is Quinn's son. I didn't even think about this until right now. Wyatt is back in Los Angeles, working for his dad, Bill Spencer, to help the Logan fashion house. And now his mother, Quinn, is back in Los Angeles, working for Steffy Forrester to destroy the Logan fashion house. The mother and son are on opposite sides of this massive corporate war. How is Wyatt going to handle this? Is he going to betray Bill for his mom? Or is he going to have to fight his own mother to protect Hope's launch? This adds such a crazy, twisted layer to the whole storyline. Wyatt is going to be stuck right in the middle of Bill and Quinn again. The fans on social media are going to go absolutely nuts over this. And we also have to think about Elektra Forrester. Elektra has been running the jewelry line over at Forrester since Ivy left. What happens to Elektra now? Is Quinn just going to steamroll right over her? Is Steffy going to fire Elektra to make room for Quinn? Or maybe Quinn will use Elektra as her assistant and totally corrupt her. Elektra is already dealing with so much drama with Will Spencer and Melissa Dillon, and now she might have Quinn Fuller as a boss. That poor girl has no idea what is coming. Honestly, I feel like the writers have finally woken up. This is the bold and beautiful drama we have been begging for. The stakes just went through the roof. It's not just about dresses anymore. It's about legacy. Quinn coming back to defend Eric's honor against the Logans is such a great motivation. It makes sense for her character. She always felt like the Logans looked down on her, that Brooke thought she was trash. And now Quinn gets to prove that she is the one who can save the Forrester name when Ridge and Steffy couldn't do it alone. But I have to wonder who actually believes this is going to end well for Steffy. Steffy is playing with fire. You cannot control Quinn Fuller. You just can't. Steffy might think she is the boss in this situation because she is the CEO, but Quinn does whatever she wants. The second Quinn feels like Steffy is getting in her way, she will turn on her. It's just a matter of time. Steffy is taking a massive gamble here. If Quinn's jewelry line fails, or if Quinn does something illegal to sabotage Bill, the bad press is going to fall right on Forrester Creations. Ridge is going to be furious when he finds out Steffy hired Quinn without telling him. And speaking of Ridge, how is he going to react? He is already caught in the middle of Steffy and Brooke. Now he has to deal with Quinn being back in the building. Ridge hates Quinn almost as much as Brooke does. The family dinners are going to be a nightmare. Let's zoom out and look at the bigger pattern here. This show always loves to bring back a wild card when a storyline gets too stalled. Steffy was stuck. The Logan secret was dragging out. We needed an explosion, and Quinn is dynamite. This feels different from the usual back-and-forth bickering. This feels like a real, dirty corporate war. Bill Spencer with his millions and his blue diamond, against Quinn Fuller with her dark creativity and absolute lack of morals. I am so here for it. And what does this mean for Hope and Deke? They are over at Logan, sketching away, thinking their biggest problem is keeping Deke's identity a secret. They have no idea that a hurricane named Quinn is heading straight for them. Deke knows Quinn. They have history too. Is Quinn going to figure out that Deke is the mystery designer? If Quinn finds out that Deacon Sharp's kid is the one designing for Logan, she will absolutely use that information to destroy them. She won't just keep it a secret like Remy is doing. Quinn will blast it on the front page of the fashion magazines. This whole situation is a ticking time bomb. Brooke is right to be panicked. Katie is right to be scared. Steffy thinks she found a savior, but she probably just invited a monster into her house. And I cannot wait to see how it all falls apart. I mean, just picture the runway showdown. Bill standing there with his giant blue diamond, looking all smug. And then Quinn walks out, wearing some insane, avant-garde jewelry piece that completely steals the show, smirking right at Brooke. It is going to be television gold. I'm honestly a bit tired from trying to keep all these moving parts straight in my head, but I still care so much about where this is going. The next few weeks are going to be must-watch TV. We have Wyatt caught between his parents. We have Steffy compromising her morals. We have Brooke losing her mind. And we have Quinn Fuller back where she belongs, causing absolute chaos. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you Team Steffy and Quinn? Or are you Team Logan and Bill? Do you think Steffy made a huge mistake trusting Quinn? Because I kind of think she did, but I'm going to enjoy watching the train wreck. Make sure you subscribe and stick around because as soon as more spoilers drop about Quinn's master plan, I'll be right here to break it all down for you. See you guys next time.